an area to be if you're Bob.
It's got to be here though. Oh, there it is. Blase gets hooked in. He's able to survive that though. And Persia from the backline's trying to assist. Sound barrier though. The Guangzhou charge have just banged ultimates through their whole round. But Happy's put to sleep during Deadeye. Follow-up opportunity. It's there. But the Uprising have to take it. It was Blase to get the finish of the remote mine. And RCK is caught in the blizzard. He'll go for the self-destruct, but he won't be able to remake after the fact. It does force Guangzhou away, but they just step back onto the point during overtime. Blase needs a multi-kill here, and he only gets Rio, but Fusions is able to chime in. Zhu dancing across the point, holds onto his weight until he absolutely has to use it. Nero might get a reprieve here as Fusions has to turn his attention now towards the Roadhog, and he's not able to finish the kill. Zhu is in there, blooded grasp, claiming kills, and Happy now back on the tracer. It's going to be the slam down. Hotpa very low on health, but the supercharger now gets removed, and that'll do the job.
Off angle here with Infrasight, just trying to find a pick, and there he goes. He gets on Nero, that's huge. So the Sombra out of play. Boston needs to make a play for the point.
Now Rio's forced to throw down a suboptimal shield angle there to try and protect his team for the Widowmaker, but it's go time here. Whole Hog coming out, Fusions just took a face full of damage, and Hotbar, he's happy to be pushed away from the point. He's far enough away that he's not taking a lot of damage from that Roadhog ultimate. Amplification Matrix now, but might be a little bit too late in the day. Kellex is spelled by Happy by headshot immediately, and Hotbar steamrolls through with the Whole Hog.
And a sound barrier, so really good opportunity here for the Charge to put away map number 1.
Color Hex just bowed over there now. The Uprising have to fight up close and personal, but no chance to touch. I would say, and I hope I'm within my bounds to make this assertion, that was quite an anemic showing from the Boston Uprising. Not a lot to speak of.
Fusions tries to get a touch there towards the end, but gets hacked. Solo EMP'd by Nero. Map 1 is all Guangzhou Charge.
Now the Uprising move around the left. They're trying to move forward. Fusions gets blown up, and well, that was the anchor. The pivot point for the Boston Uprising is, it doesn't matter if they've been able to push forward and gain some ground. They've got no one to actually plant the flag in it.
Yeah, he's not really CC happy with the action there on the Blase. But you're not really worried if you're the Guangzhou Charge. You get that wall split off there from Nero as Hotba gets a hook out of the sky. He gets left in the process though by Persia, but Happy's just murdering everybody.
It's starting to look reminiscent of our first match in this series. Here's the Dragon Strike. This will force Rio over to the left-hand side, but Shu gets picked off there. Whilst everyone was scurrying for cover, there with the picks, Chara and Shu both go down to Blase, putting in a real big effort, but it's not going to save. They get the 3K Dragon Strike. Happy still up on the point now, and Hotbar also present. Nero going to wrap around and go for the flank on Persia, who's frozen solid, and he picks him off.
I think Color Hex is so worried about using this barrage because as soon as he barrages, he's going to get hooked on down or slept. We can take a look at this instant replay. So this will be the Dragon Strike through the wall. The halt is beautiful there.
That is brilliant, Rio.
While they use Supercharger as well, that's a huge play.
But not by choice, it was Rio from behind, knocking him into the enemy team. Color Hex trying to go for a close range barrage here, and he gets two somehow, getting out alive. The Nanavu's going a long way to keep him vital. Color Hex looks to the high ground, but Happy's already taken down by Persia and a Blizzard thrown on the point to buy some time. RCK, Hog actually pulling himself into the Blizzard, only frozen for a moment though. 5 seconds remain, but the Charge are mostly cleared off the point, and the Uprising still get to play some Overwatch. I wonder if he tries to position himself above that first choke. Drop straight on in, seismic slam here. A lot going on. He's trying to get extra damage, just a little bit more. But Fusions was already taken out by the minefield. It's unlikely the Charge stop here though. They'll live up to their name and get some extra ult percentage built up. Nero just switched to Doomfist and now has 83% of his ultimate shot. The position for the Charge is annoying. They're just going to drop down and make it half a Color Hex to get any advantage. Kellex is just a spear on the wall at this stage, and Nero brings a fist down. That is filthy. There's not really much that RCK can do either. No amount of self-healing is going to save you from a prime-time rage in the cage.
You see, Doomfist is a hero. Like, when you can start to chain these abilities together and get these combos going, you just get rolling. There's nothing that the other team can really do about it.
Supercharger option in this fight. All comes up here, and RCK unable to see the wood for the trees. Couldn't find his target. Hooks one in though. He gets Chara. It's a trade of support so far in a 5v5, but Nero gets there. Quickly eliminates Kellex and then finds RCK, who couldn't take action. He was locked during the animation of Whole Hog, and he's looking for more. Fusion's able to keep his team alive with the shield, but where do you go from here?
And you can just back out here.
13 seconds remain. Happy. About to flip the switch here. There it is, EMP connects, and that's on the 3. Blase, no chance to Iceberg, no chance to Blizzard. Fusion's caught deep in enemy territory, and Color Hex is eliminated by Nero. And it will be Nero just taking to the skies now. Seismic Slam to reposition, and the rest of the Uprising will be mopped up.
Get in there.
dominance from our Guangzhou charge here. They look very well suited to this matchup.
Now they're going to use the nano boost onto the Winston though to get on in. So this is a good way to try and break this bridge setup.
Yeah, perfect as well. Persian gets caught out. Kellex is going to be forced to run away, but he won't escape. His Riptire from Blase now doesn't mean a whole lot if it only gets one kill. You have to trade up with the Riptire most often than not. Color Hex is able to get rid of Rio, but how does he get back to the point here? He just doesn't. He's going to have to back away to spawn and again, maybe it was Nero saying, hey guys, I don't have my blade yet, starting him up. That's a big thing. Your CC is taken away from you, Nero. So you're going to hold on to it though. Happy's able to find two in quick succession. Persia, I can understand. He loses his shield. He's an easy target. But Kellex just got burnt down. 2 for 1 for Happy. He'd be pleased about that. Now the Primal Rage. Here's the blade just for the finishing touches here. Nero cutting the cake. And a celebration to be had for sure, because Guangzhou charge are on the fast track to another map win. Here come the Uprising though, with a couple players off the respawn. Wall placed up. Rio nano boosted, but unable to stay in the back lines for longer with Blase taken down. A big stall component is missing. Rio wasn't able to drop down to the low grounding at the health pack though, and Persia returns. Big pick on Chara. The Boston Uprising able to hang in there, and at that, before the charge got to that one tick. Hotbar self-destructed, and still the vestiges of a shield left. Fusion's now going to be returning on the wrecking ball, and again Blase being annoying, wasting a little bit of time by throwing up the wall, but even he too eventually is felled. Koi up from Color Hex here, covering the point. The charge need to be careful. They will get burned down if they linger. And Nero's able to stay airborne for the most part. Color Hex thought about the hammer, but he realizes this is a bit more serious than that. Still enough to push back the charge for now, but looks like they're still 1 foot in.
Yeah, they got a Valkyrie here to top everybody up. Then you'll see a nano boost come out from Shoes. Hop against D-Mac, they still may want to commit to this though.
Fusion's very durable, can last for quite some time, and Nero's going to get frozen solid here. Chara, keep him alive. Nice job, the Mercy really paying attention to the Genji. That's going to give Nero the Dragon Blade. Chara setting his team up there, paying attention, triaging the correct targets. And Fusion's as durable as he is, can't do much against the Blade. Here come the ticks, and that'll do it. The Guangzhou charge will not be denied here. Nero getting his Dragon Blade at just the right time, but it was the rest of the team keeping him on his feet. So far, we've seen Happy. Huge impact here on the Sombra. We'll see what the charge should show us after half-time.
Valkyrie used here by Kellex to kick things off.
I mean, Shu's got so much room now. Nero's going to get the nano boost. It's up to him when he wants to pull the trigger on the barrage, if he even needs it. Oh, he knows that defense matrix is done. Well timed. Nero just burning it down. Persia using everything he can to keep himself alive. It might actually work out, but Nero is being pocketed by Chara, so he'll take a bit more damage than that. Still, Nero doesn't fancy taking his chances any further. Color Hex, Nano Blade, surely over the top. Hurdles, finds the connection on Happy here. Is there anything more to be had? Oh, just one swipe. He would have had the Mercy if Chara is able to get away. And there might be a chance here for the charge to recover. Blase with an EMP though, you'd think they'd be struggling to fight through that if it was also used, and it doesn't have to be. Color Hex is good on the cleanup. And the Uprising get to at least play the payload portion of this map. 24 seconds and less remaining as they capture the payload. Able to get away without further casualties incurred. Oh, okay, fair enough. Who's rezzing Kellex?
Nero just comes out on Hanzo and just picks off the Mercy, but Color Hex had the better of Happy and the Widow duel.
Self-destruct here, just to keep Fam safe.
That should speed.
Supercharger has been used here by Rio. Where does Fusions go with this? He's unsure as well. Tries to pile driver down, doesn't find anyone, and Persia's now missing here for the Boston Uprising. They just have the Mercy left, but that's not going to be enough. The fire with the Dragon Strike was held onto by Nero for quite some time. And it gets well used there. Rio, sure, he gets the MP, but it's just Blase now. It's in a Blase of glory. He's going to be having to translocate out. Guangzhou charge again, staving off yet another ambitious push from the Boston Uprising. Color Hex probably has to make a play here to try and even the odds. Supercharger down, Rio steps up to the point here, and the Uprising and try and stay safe for as long as they can. The Sport Camp! Fusions, oh, it's going to be the whole hog as well! Fusions gets taken down!
What a play.
Fortified means that he can't be knocked away by a whole hog, so he takes full damage for the entire duration, even with the damage reduction. It's not enough! That was a perfect play there from Hotbar. He knew that would work if he got close to the Orisa. And again, it was Fusions going down in enemy territory that precipitated this whole chain of events. And the Charger on the board on Hollywood.
It's going to be a very difficult dive going up against this Orisa. The double sniper in play. Look at Fusions get blown up.
It looked like he just wasn't in sync. You know, the Hulk was thrown out, but Boston were already diving. So, you know, the Diva of RCK gets held in position, but then Fusions goes for the dive and has no protection on the way in. No defense matrix to cover him.
And this would be the series. I mean, they would put it away here.
Happy down to Blase. Was able to sneak in and find that. But RCK is pinned here. Nothing to be done. He gets de-suited straight up, and now Fusions has no damage mitigation and also a Discord orb on him. He can't survive. Here comes the Transcendence from Persia, but there's no big bodies to keep in the fight until now. Kellex gets a resurrect. Nero with a Dragon Strike onto the payload. This will force Boston off. Can they contest? Fusions, no! He gets clipped with a little bit of the Dragon Strike and then removed by Rio, and the Barman will just secure things here. The Guangzhou charge will not be stopped. And they will take Hollywood after a little bit of a rocky start on attack. They break through and the momentum is enough to carry them to the end of the map.
This one has not been that close as Guangzhou has come in. Had a very strong game. Boston has not really looked strong here at all. Going to be the only other one that stays in.
Who's that?
It's your boy Fragi. Fragi's game here for Rio. So
the Viking has come home.
Newly acquired player from the Philadelphia Fusion.
Fragi, one of the most storied plays in European Overwatch history. Bishu as well returns. Firstly, in front of the crowd, of course, with the LA Gladiators now representing for the Guangzhou charge.
Use the Maywaw to bring up the Hulk hook combo.
There it is.
And another plus A with it. As the Hulk goes high in the sky, Bishu connects the hook.
Like both teams are just going fishing, right? Just seeing what they can come up with. And that's a supercharger now from the Uprising. They're able to shield off with the wall, Guangzhou's, and this might be their chance. RCK just taking the brute force approach by the looks of things, and Fragi's not going to be able to hop, skip, and jump away from that.
Yes, that is a nano whole hog combination that comes down, and RCK coming alive here on Roadhog here. That's a wall to break up the Hulk hook combo, and they jump down.
They're going to go, Matt. Getting rid of Color Hex. It's a good start. Eileen with 2. Look at it, he's very comfortable up here. It was quite a while for RCK realized, but nobody on the point. It was just Bishu. Nero was down there as well, so not really enough. So the charge, they concede the second checkpoint rather easily. They hope their shields hold out. That's why they're using the Maywaw to prolong the life here as a shield. Okay, Fusions gets nano boosted here. He's going to be forced back. And the Blizzard now, it's a bit of a bait. Guangzhou charge going to get caught up in this one, and Fusions, oh, he can't go anywhere either. Both teams are going to pull the trigger, and Eileen had the better follow-up, the Dragon Strike through the Blizzard will end the fight. They're inside, and Guangzhou are getting bottled up inside their own spawn here. Nero tries to create a bridge for himself. That is so rude. Under 10 seconds now. Overtime though, doesn't look like it's really going to be a factor for the moment, but there's 4 seconds remaining. This would be very annoying for Boston if they do it with no time left. And that's going to be the case. The charge secure the overtime here, which could really hurt Boston in the end. It's going to be the whole hog now. Bishu just trying to fly out to avoid it. This is quite the stall now. The Doomfist coming in for Nero. Bishu DC'd and only wish he's going to get picked off. Bionic grenades. Going to make the difference there for Guangzhou. It was a quizzical high five.
Rise now, sleep so you don't have the benefits of an on-aim play. As he actually gets hooked.
Yeah.
As soon as he wakes up, this is not going to be resonant. So.
Oh no. He's not getting by either. Okay, so
maybe now that you have the Blizzard coming through.
Okay, Fragi gets out. Bishu is going to get caught there, and yeah. I know Brem was talking about, it was a pocket, he said eat frozen pulled pork. I don't think I would.
Fortified and nice block as well.
Yeah,
oh, big biotic grenade, that's great.
Yeah, the positioning here with the Blizzard means Fusions can't get away. He's not the only one, actually. RCK also got frozen, so, excuse the pun, but all the meat of the Boston Uprising has been put on ice. And the rest of them now just have to run away. There's nothing they can do because no one remaining on the Uprising can deploy shields. Down shields there. I love it. Blase drops down, and he gets taken down straight away. He went for the ice block first. I don't think he realized it wasn't that urgent to stall. The payload was still a little bit away from the checkpoint. He's down either way. Blase was brought back to life. He went Nero's trying to put things on ice, and Fusion's gonna get stunned up here. Nero maybe didn't need a wall himself, but he was low on health and maybe wanted to go for a Blizzard. That wasn't necessary though, and the charge are on the final stretch with 3 minutes and 43. But Bishu is on the hunt and he has whole hog. Something's shooting Bishu from behind. He seems to know what it is because he didn't turn around to check.
Yo,
yeah, it was Blase. He's in trouble now. Whole hog, nano boost, not gonna be enough. And into the corner. RCK is forced to sit. Fusions will be taken down. 2 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock. And the charge will be very happy with that time bank. Took his whole hog and that could be the game ender. The devastating coup de grace. And it is. Fusions is blasting off again, and Bishu now going to keep pushing in. Nanabu's on his opposite number, RCK has it too, and the whole hog here for the Finn. Where's it going to be aimed? Ice block immediately here for Nero, but as he pops out, he's still going to take a bunch of damage. Good wall reaction. Nero somehow still alive. No, the hook will secure it. Persia to finish him off with a biotic grenade, and Blase getting a kill. The Uprising still live.
You have to back up if you're the charge. You make.
Galahex obviously got a great line on the supports right now. No one protecting him. So the first two shots, and here's the Blizzard now. This is the Guangzhou Chargers. Blase caught there, but look, Immortality Field has been thrown up, and no one for the Charge was in position to capitalize with the wall thrown up, but now as the fight cleans up, they'll be able to do some work here. Eileen finds ahead. Getting rid of Kelex is just massive there, and Bishu, yeah, again, empowered by the nano boost to do the dirty work. The Guangzhou Charge put a stop to the shenanigans. Just now, RCK very vulnerable. No! That's gonna hurt!
And every time they get one of these like players slept, right? Rise hits a sick biotic grenade. That time connects with Dream players, connects with Fusions, RCK, and Blase. And then you just get a good hook in. There's nothing you're going to be able to do after that if you're Boston. That'll be a first point take again for the Charge. The fourth snap is both Widows pop walls, Eileen. Well, I mean, Colorhex not gonna have the walls for long.
Hey.
He gets face for top wall, Eileen.
You don't need wall hacks to see the bullet coming straight through his face. Eileen down, but look at that now. Bishu in a whole hog position. RCK was giving it as well. Who's gonna get it first? Never hook first. Bishu chased out Kelex. He won't get away either. It's getting close now. The Blizzard being thrown down by Blase. Fragi's able to walk out of it though. Nero would have been caught, but he had Ice Block. It was just Bishu, but he's healthy enough. That Blizzard doesn't achieve much at all. Galahex again, dumpstered by Eileen. A 4-player biotic grenade here. Is the follow-up sufficient? RCK is trying, but he's locked in position. He can't take a breather, and Eileen's able to pick him off. You're vulnerable as Roadhog when you go for that. Sometimes you need the nano just to stay alive, and now the cleanup crew has arrived. The janitorial endeavors proving fruitful, and it's just Kelex, and he will get taken down. There will not be anyone left to challenge him for the Boston Uprising. And after a rout, and the Guangzhou Charge don't leave much left to the Uprising to pick up after this one.
It's the first time we see Fragi on the stage since Stage 4, Week 1 last year.
He's looking swole as hell.
Comes in, they get a win. I mean, a lot of these guys just do teammates, right? Put things together. But the Charge, they looked so good throughout this series.
Hey, all you needed was the gates of Valhalla to open up inside your team house and have him ride forward. Our player of the match presented to you by Omen by HP. Someone who over the course of the series has made a consistent impact and impressed me greatly. It is Nero. Looking awesome over the course of the series, man. The Hanzo play was there. The May play from the very outset, you saw he was really in tune with the rest of his team. The Doofus was gross.
I mean, just like they talked about during halftime, it's all the different heroes that this guy can play. I don't think anyone realized that his hero pool was this strong and this deep. As you saw the Doomfist come out, the May, the Genji at times, Hanzo as well. So I think the May is the one where he makes the biggest impact in this series.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, you know, obviously, every time he's freezing an enemy, it's quite often resulting in an elimination here. He's got 50 elims over the course of the series. The Blizzard setups are very important. There are not many deaths. Not easy to kill May. The longer you can, avoid that, the better it is for stall and also for setting up big ultimates. Nero on multiple occasions. The Genji also looked very good. So you should be very pleased with his performance today.
Overall, for the Charge, I mean, this looks like a meta that could really favor the players that they have on this roster. With Nero being able to play a lot of different things. You have Happy as well in the Widowmaker role. We saw him play some good Sombra today as well. The Charge could be a team that could rise towards the top 6 here in Stage 4.